It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Shamrocks, superstar wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Shamrocks and the Wizards, next on EA Sports.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Orlando Wizards. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Doolin, the man in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Ashton Doolin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Wizards march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And a huge play that time. 41 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Love now on second down. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Third down and 10. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Johnson. They'll set up the screen to McBride. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 31 yards on the punt there. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense. coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Ready?
Stroud working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And Stroud now to throw. Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there. They're working him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Henry again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Dublin's offense now set to take. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring but pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Davis Allen. And he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Johnson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards. That's good.
Back to throw again.
First down.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Orlando first down.
They'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Johnson on, it's poke free, football's out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 picks? There so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada, and it's the Sentinels who are out in front. Rashee Rice, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Armadillos locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Terrace Marshall, a touchdown catch in that first half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a second down throw for Love here.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On play action, Love to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They need 2. Here's third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Dublin.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell in.
Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as...
After try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. That is caught, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
On the give, here's McBride.
Ooh, with a juke. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's McBride.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
3rd and 8.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud looking to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kingsley Keke showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down. That's the end.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Stroud to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
But it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Nico Collins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Orlando takes back over on offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
First down, Love to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Love.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Here's Love.
line.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. 82 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
This offense so far on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards that time.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Shamrocks.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries.
1st down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed, popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Dublin, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Got it. Ready? Hup. Go. Get up. Come on. Come on. Set. Go. Let's go. Hut, hut. Get it. Ready, ready? Ready up. Ready. On the jump. Set go. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Set. Hut. Ready. Get up. Here we go. Set. Hut. Ready. Ready. Hey. Hut. Go. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Go. Go. On the ready. Hut up. Okay, ready. Hut, hut. Come on. Set. Let go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Shamrocks, Burner at wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Shamrocks and the Orbits, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store between the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Orbits of Toronto.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto Ball Club as they enter play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Thompson going play action here.
And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And dropped it up.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now Thompson throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Thompson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15. Down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But you look at this defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Thompson now from the gun.
Flushed out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Shamrocks go up by 2 touchdowns. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Thompson going to throw it.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Thompson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now here's Colby Wadman. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, baby. That's right, baby. Play it to the Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Thompson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Thompson looking to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's complete to White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down throw for Thompson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's fielded at the 34.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down.
Run the set.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Shamrocks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Thompson, a final shot before break. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Third and long, Thompson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Thompson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the decision is to go for 3, and the field goal unit comes on now. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
White running to the left. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Thompson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball.
Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. First and 10, here's Thompson. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Thompson. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Play action here. Thompson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Right side caught by Jackson. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Orbits Shamrocks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it.
Still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 112 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. As Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Shamrocks extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be